Good morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. Isn't it nice to be back to normal again? Yeah. I got a comment from one of the viewers, and I'm sure that other people wondered as well. Like who was operating the other camera that was sitting just up there by the camera that's looking at me right now? Because it was panning around and sort of zooming in and out. So I thought I should explain. This camera, you'll notice that there are two lenses on it, and it records all around, all the time, even straight down. It's amazing. And then there's some sort of what they call stitching technology, whereby the computer stitches the two hemispheres together, so that later in editing I can zoom around on my screen and choose what it is that I want to have in the scene. So that was all done afterwards. The camera was just sitting there in one spot. It never moved. Okay, so about that. Unfortunately, it's not quite as sharp, as you probably noticed, as the 4K video that we're producing right now. However, enough about cameras. We are going to finish step 48 today. I mean, how hard can this be? We would have done it yesterday, except I got that call from my son, and he did come by, and we changed the tires. I say we changed the tires. He changed the tires. I think I was just there for moral support. I moved the car around. That's about all I did. Okay. Thanks, Phil, if you're listening. Sometimes he watches my episodes, but usually I think he just checks to make sure that I put one up so that he knows that Dad's okay. Okay. When Phil was here with the car, I was out there and I was saying to him that I was thinking about maybe driving out to Bill's Cycle and taking a look at my new Goldwing, even though it's still in the crate and it's all covered up with, plastic wrap in places, and there's an awful lot of the cladding, I guess you would call it, has to be bolted onto it yet. I don't know why they make the dealer do that, unless it doesn't make any sense to me, but there must be a reason why the dealer has to do an awful lot of assembly. I'm guessing maybe an hour, if you knew what you were doing, to get the thing ready before it's ready for the road. Like the wheels are on and stuff like that, but there's a lot of this plastic stuff that makes the thing look nice. Okay, but I'd like to go out and just see it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to type off an email to Anna at Bill's Cycle and find out when would be a good time, because I know that in the wintertime they don't have the same hours as they do in the summertime. It seems to me that most of the stuff that they sell is summer stuff. I don't think they sell what we call here in Canada sleds. Like skidoos and snowmobiles. I don't think they sell those. So Anyway, I'm probably going to do that on some nice dry day. I don't want to be driving out there if the highway is all soupy with salt and what have you. Okay, let's recompose here. I don't have any news. The walkers have. It's too early for the walkers to come by. It's still really dark outside right now. Just really dark. It's this time of year. It's still night in Winnipeg. Speaking of this time of year, a month from today is Christmas Day. Where has the year gone? In fact, I think in six more days, I'll be putting the Christmas lights in the window. Yeah, that'll be kind of nice. Remember those little twinkling stars that I had. Yeah, and they're easy to install because the first year it was really time consuming because I had to mount them on a frame just the way I wanted them. But now what I do is I just take that frame and put it back in the window, and after January the 1st, I just pull it out and stand them in the closet in the back room. Yeah, sort of. Always feel like I'm cheating. I remember years ago, my dear wife used to love to decorate the tree. And then it was kind of sad because when her Alzheimer's set in, she couldn't even decorate the tree. I remember one year she wanted to do it, and I dug the boxes up and out and everything, and she just didn't know how to go about it. It was sad, but hey, that's the way things go. Yeah, I've got a lot of happy memories too, being married all those years. So I guess I shouldn't complain. I guess I'm not complaining. Well, all right, let's get our thoughts together here and finish up step 48. Okay, so step 48 here. It shows us attaching these two pieces in here like we did yesterday, but it doesn't show what angle everything goes. And I was wondering, what is it that the ends of these two pieces fasten to once this bulkhead is in place here? And it goes, okay, this tongue would go in here. No, this this is only an approximate fit. Well, that actually fits pretty good. Okay, so where now are these going to end up? When we're looking at this, by the way, let me see if I can get it here. Okay, we're going to be looking at it something like this, okay? And I don't know if we're actually going to even see where these are going to be attached. But I was looking, and I'm not really seeing any, like there's the holes left for the LEDs, of course. But they have nothing to do with where this pipe ends up, and I'm not seeing any markings or anything. So I think a person's just going to have to kind of maybe eyeball it and think to yourself, okay, what looks good, what looks believable, and I thought, okay, why don't I just page ahead here, which I did. I think it was on page step 52. You get sort of a in step 52 here, it sort of shows this piece being married onto this later. That's one of the last things we do. And then all these other components, like the engine, the electric motors would be in the floor area and what have you. But it still doesn't say where these two ends here attach. So I'm thinking that they probably don't. I think we just have to probably glue them against the, against the rib here. Let me just sort of temporarily fasten this together here. I don't think I'm going to use glue. I'm just going to temporarily do it. Maybe you use an elastic band or something to hold it tight. And then we can lay those two pieces in. And if it sounds like I don't know what I'm doing, it's because I don't know what I'm doing. The elastic band that I was planning to use here is so old that it kept breaking even when I tried to repair the break with a knot. So it's in the garbage now. So we're using tape here to hold this. All right. What you can see here, if we look at the painting and marking guide, is that this bulkhead here would come out right here. And it looks like this flat ribbon thing with a whole bunch of pipes or maybe wires, who knows. It looks like it goes more or less up against the what I keep calling the bulkhead. Now it goes, you can't probably see it, but the little slot it goes into is, I don't want to scratch this. Gotta swing myself around here. It goes in there, and I'm trying to get it into place here. My angle is just not quite right. Maybe Tony's tweezers would work better. Okay. Yeah, they kind of hold on to it a little better. Goes in like this. Okay, now it's stuck in place. And then it just sort of leans back. And it looks like it comes out. Okay, it's going to have to hook in behind this thing here. I don't want to break it. I wonder if maybe I'm going to have to do it like this. Slip it down in behind first. It doesn't really want to go. I wonder if I was to take this thing and lay it like this, and then I'm sort of letting gravity be my friend. Yeah, then I don't need to worry about it falling out of place on me. Now you can see there where it's supposed to go. Well, let's try it again. Let's see if we can get it to go underneath. You know, it could be that this piece here, I've got leaning too much this way. It's supposed to lean more back. I might have to rehydrate that and move it, because it doesn't really want to. Okay, anyway, it appears that it's supposed to go in here, and this end is supposed to be flush with this right here. That's what I'm getting from the drawing here. And the other one, it looks like it comes out from right here, and it just sort of goes up against the side. But let's see. No, it would be right here. Pardon me. It comes out right here, and then it would come against the side. But there's no marking or anything, so I guess it would just sort of have to be at the same angle, same plane, you might say, as the keel. That's what I'm thinking anyway. I'm doing a lot of thinking out loud here, aren't I? Okay, here's what's happened. I've basically got these glued in place here. And when I was trying to move this piece right here, I made a huge mess. I had to repaint with the 338 with a little brush. Just now I'm noticing that I think I have glued this the wrong way around. However, being as we're going to be viewing it in from this side, you can see the detail on that part a lot better than if it was the right way. I mean, I don't know. Should I take it off and redo it, or just leave it the way it is? Now these ends here are loose. The glue, let's get something to poke with here. Yeah, you can see that these are loose, okay? And hopefully when I pull this part away from this part, we're not going to catch it on anything and break them off again. So I'm just waiting for these connections here, this connection and this connection, to completely dry. So while that's happening, I'm going to go and do some editing, see what we got here this morning. Okay, I don't know how much time has passed here. I'm going to guess approximately an hour. And I think if I'm very careful, I should be able to take this off here now. Now we don't want to catch these parts on anything, because the connection at the bottom is probably still a little bit on the soft side. Oh, is this going to come out here? Yes. All right. No, I don't think that this stuff is going to do any slumping. I think it's pretty well glued. I don't think we need this piece anymore now until we get to step 52 and we have to join all the other stuff we're going to be making. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this and put it in a nice safe place, probably on top of the mantle clock behind me. And that's where it's going to stay. Okay, if anybody notices something that we forgot to do here in step 48, please in the comments below. But I think we got everything, except maybe to turn this part around. I don't think I'm going to bother. I think I'm just going to leave it the way it is. I've already made enough of a mess right here. Okay, 48 is done. And 49. All right. Some of this we've already made. The torpedo is made. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is already made and painted. It's basically a case of gluing stuff together. Yeah, I remember doing this. In fact, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, and this has to be painted black though on this end, if I remember right. Yeah. Okay, let's get some of these parts over here and see. All of these are nipped and painted. Well, that's good news, isn't it? Maybe we'll get through 49 a little faster. I probably jinxed it now because I said that. Hi, Max. Oh, look at a snow-covered dog. We have a snow-covered dog today.
Yeah, she got down and rolled in it. I think it feels good.
You funny dog. You funny dog.
How are you?
I'm good. Now wait till I sit down, Missy.
Oh, it's pizza day today.
Yeah, it is. It was supposed to be yesterday, but my son came over to do the tires, and that was the end of pizza day. But we needed the tires done, as you can tell from the snow.
Mm-hmm.
Let me fix your collar, Missy, so you're not rattling here. Yeah. I don't mind a snow-covered dog. Yeah, we'll say you're a sled dog. A husky.
A bacon-loving sled dog.
Yeah.
Boy, I slept in till 8:30.
Did you? No, I was up about 4:30 this morning. Yeah.
What you need is drugs. Lots of drugs. Well, 4 more days and I'm off this terrible anti-inflammatory.
Yeah, that'll be good.
And then there's about 2 more weeks of Rose. I think they're hard aspirins, 80 milligram ASA. They just prevent any post-surgical clotting. I think I'm going to go out shopping with rainy mid-December and buy some new boots, some new shoes, a new coat.
Hey, Missy, you gonna come say goodbye? Hey? Thanks for coming. Oh, he's got an itch. Oh, big flakes.
Yeah, big fluffy ones. And slippery underfoot.
Oh, watch your step.
Okay. You're at the door already. You didn't have the snow, eh? Thanks, Uncle Ron.
Okay, see you at 3:30. Missy the dog. Missy the dog. Okay, looks like there will not be any motorcycling today. Yeah. Okay, I got all the little pieces here that we're going to need for this step. And there's some of the larger ones are still over there. We'll get them. Yeah, everything is made and painted as best I can tell here. So let's see what we can do. Okay, according to the painting and marking guide here, this part that we were talking about earlier, I guess I could leave it on there. It gets painted the number 18, which is sort of pretty much a black. Yeah, I wonder what it's called. Anyway, oh, steel it's called. I suppose it might be once we get it on there. Let's trying to figure out how will be best to hold this. Probably just hold it in my hand and take my little brush wherever it happens to be. I've lost it already. Yeah, just take my little brush and carefully go like that. I'd like to be able to somehow to be able to rotate it though. I think maybe I can rotate it in my hand. I don't want to get the 18 down here on this. Made enough of a mess here already today with that little part that I tried to remove. Okay, I've got all the other parts, so we do have all the parts. Oh, this one here, if you remember when I was spraying it, I was holding on to this part. Now I forgot we were going to brush the end here with the 338. So I'll have to do that too. I think I'll probably just quickly do that off camera and get it done. But let's see if we can recompose here in such a way that I can carefully hold this and you can see it being done at the same time. Okay, sometimes things do not go as planned, but hey, that's the way it is. Now, this is sort of a different type of paint here. Not doing a very good job, am I? Mind you, the good news is I think this piece is kind of hidden in behind everything. Yeah, I should have had my brush angled like this at the beginning. Okay, I basically got it. A little bit right here where it went, but I think that part is going to be to the back of the module that we're making. Okay. I think once that's dry, it's going to be all right. Might have to give that 2 coats. I'm not sure. Or maybe not. See how it looks once it's dry. Don't want it too perfect. It wasn't perfect on the real boat. Okay. I'm just going to clean up here. Okay, I just wanted to let you know that I did see afterwards when I put on a more stronger glasses that I had, which I should have had on in the first place, that I'd missed a couple of places, and I did fix that up. Okay, this shaft on the end here, it's touched up with the 338. I think once it's dry, we're never going to know that it wasn't airbrushed. Now, I don't know if it's still a little bit wet, and maybe that's why it looks glossy, or maybe I got it on a little thicker, but it looks a little bit more glossy than the sprayed. We'll see what it looks like tomorrow. Now this pizza does not seem to stand up too well in the microwave. Okay. Now, that pizza was really good. It had been my intention to only eat about half of it. But once I got started, well, it's the way she goes. Okay, now it looks like this ring has got rivets or something on one, or probably bolts on the one side, but according to the instructions here, it looks like we put the plain side towards us. So it's got to go something like this. And I think that what we try to do is have it meet at the seam. Maybe you can see it better if I hold it like this. Okay, so that one would go there. I'm just doing a dry run. And this one will go on the other side. Maybe if I turn it around, you can see it even better. Now, why does that look crooked? Oh, I didn't have it all the way back. Well, I guess those do meet, yeah. I was thinking maybe they didn't meet, but they do. Okay, I think we basically got that right. Now, if I was to use the extra thin here, it's going to meld really strong, but it's also going to make our paint blend together, which is not going to be a good thing. So I'm thinking maybe I'll use the thick here and try and put just a little bit in the back. Yeah, that's going to be the plan here. Don't know how much of this I can do on camera because it's got to get that off. Get this one off. Maybe I should get it off the manual here and get it onto the green cloth. Okay, I think this might work better. And Mark, Aussie Frenchman. I think there's 3 or 4 Marks to make comments. So got Mark Livingston, Mark Aussie Frenchman, and can't remember the other one. Sorry about that. Okay, we're going to use the toothpick. And this is Aussie Frenchman's been after me to do that. So let's try not to get too exuberant with this now. Get it off of the applicator. I know my gut reaction is I want to just take my applicator and run it around the seam, but I know what will likely happen. So let's just lay this over here. Yeah, it's not going to fall over. Now we have a little bit more working time. And I'm going to push this out of my way. Maybe we'll just put some up here. Oh, that's not where I wanted it. Well, I'll just do it right there. Make it sticky. Okay, now I don't think it's going to get on the green cloth. Come around and do the other side now. Just right here, like that. Oh, by the way, Mark, I remember years ago you and Maureen used to watch these episodes on your big screen TV. Are you still doing that? You used to watch them together. I was wondering if Maureen is still watching. I might have to do a little bit of repainting here. I did get that the right way. Yeah, the bolts are out. Come on. You know, I might okay, I was going to say on the other one, but there is no other one. Okay. Well, it could be worse. I think that had I used the extra thin, it would have run. It's a little, looks like I almost missed a spot right there with the number 66. wonder if this, when we view this thing, we view it, let's see here. It's going to be something like this. So yeah, this probably is going to be on the top, so I better touch that up. Okay. I think it's going to be all right. Okay, just tight enough to keep this from rolling. Try and keep this seam right at the top. And this part here, I have a faint recollection of having difficulties when I did the same thing on the other. I don't think it was with this part though. I think it was with these other pieces that have to go on. Okay, now this does not go right on the seam. It goes just to the left side of the seam. And this part right here is supposed to pretend it's going up into right here. Now I just want to do a dry run here, make sure it's going to fit. Yeah, it kind of does. Okay, now I'm wondering, we are going to be viewing this torpedo tube from this side. We'll be looking this way, and because this is the aft torpedo tube and it shoots the torpedo out this way. So I don't know if I should try and use the extra thin here or not. I'm afraid to, because yeah, I'm kind of afraid to, because the 66 is going to just run all over the 338. Now, I suppose I could put a little bit on there right now, just right there. Then for the rest of this, okay, I think I've got enough on there. Now if we turn this over and grab it from the top somehow, and then very carefully, don't drop it now, don't drop it. Okay, you know what, I've got the wrong glasses on, just bear with me here. Okay, now now I can move in a little closer, see what I'm doing, sort of. This is not, it's almost like it's being held back by that ring that we put on. Although, maybe not really. Okay, I'm looking straight down on it now, and it does seem to be in line here. Yeah. I think I've got enough glue on there. I was thinking of adding a little, along the edge there from this side, but it is down right here, and it is fastened right here. So I think we'll just let that dry. Okay, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I get a coffee visitor, and I was just talking to him here just a few minutes ago. and he said he's going to be here today. So yeah, I got to do the final edit and all that kind of fun stuff. So it is kind of fun. I'm going to call it quits for this episode. So thank you for watching, everybody, and all being well, we're going to see you tomorrow.